Let's look at Satan in the New Testament. Let's go to Matthew 4 and we want 8 through 11. Again, the devil taketh him up into an exceeding high mountain, and showeth him all the kingdoms of the world, and the glory of them, and saith unto him, All these things will I give thee, if thou wilt fall down and worship me. Then saith Jesus unto him, Get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, Thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. And the devil leadeth him, and behold, angels came and ministered unto him. Let's go to chapter 12, and we want 25 through 28. And Jesus knowed their thoughts, and said unto them, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought into desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? And if I by Beelzebub cast out devils, by whom do your children cast them out? Wherefore they shall be your judge. But if I cast out devils by the Spirit of God, then the kingdom of God is come unto you. Let's go to chapter 16, and we want 22 and 23. Then Peter took him and began to rebuke him, saying, Be it far from thee, Lord, this shall not be unto thee. But he turned and said unto Peter, Get thee behind me, Satan. Thou art an offense unto me, for thou servest not the things that be of God, but those that be of man. Let's go to Mark, and we want 1 and 13. And he was there in the wilderness 40 days, tempted of Satan, and was with the wild beasts, and the angels ministered unto him. Let's go to chapter 3. We want 23 through 27. And he called them unto him, and said unto them in a parable, How can Satan cast out Satan? And if a kingdom be divided against itself, that kingdom cannot stand. And if a house divided against itself, that house cannot stand. And if Satan rise up against himself, and be divided, he cannot stand, but hath an end. No man can enter into a strong man's house and spoil his good, except he will first bind the strong man, and then he will spoil his house. Let's go to chapter 4, 13 through 20. And he said unto them, Know ye not this parable? And now how then will ye know all parables? The sower soweth the word, and these are they by the wayside, where the word is sown. But when they have heard, Satan cometh immediately, and taketh away the word that was sown in their heart. And these are they likewise which are sown by the stony ground, who when they have heard the word immediately receive it with gladness, and have no root in themselves, and so endure but for a time. After when the affliction or persecution arises for the word's sake, immediately they are offended. And these are they which are sown among thorns, which as heard the word, and the cares of this world, and the deceitfulness of the riches, and the lust of their things entered in, choking the word, and it becometh unfruitful. And these are they which are sown on good ground, such as hear the word, and receive it, and bringeth forth fruit, some 30-fold, some 60, and some 100. Let's go to chapter 8 and 33. But when he had turned about and looked on his disciples, he rebuked Peter, saying, Get thee behind me, Satan, for thou servest not the things that be of God, but the things that be of man. Let's go to Luke chapter 10, 18 through 20. And he said unto them, I beheld Satan as lightning fall from heaven. Behold, I give unto you power to tread on serpents and scorpions, and over all the powers of the enemy, and nothing shall by any means hurt you. Notwithstanding, in this rejoice not, that the spirits are subject unto you, but rather rejoice because your names are written in heaven. Let's go to chapter 11, 16 through 20. And others tempt him, sought of him a sign from heaven. But he, knowing their thoughts, said unto them, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and a house divided against a house falleth. If Satan also be divided against himself, how shall this kingdom stand? Because he say that I cast out devils through Beelzebub. And if by Beelzebub cast out devils, by whom do your sons cast them out? Therefore shall they be your judges. But if I with a finger of God cast out devils, no doubt the kingdom of God is come upon you. Hey, we know when the kingdom of God comes, he's going to zap them. Let's go to chapter 13, and we want 15 and 16. And the Lord then answered him and said, Thou hypocrite, doeth not each one of you on the Sabbath loose his ox or his ass from the stall, and lead him away to watering? And ought not his woman, being a daughter of Abraham, whom Satan hath found loose, whose 18 years, be loosened from this bond on the Sabbath day? Let's go to chapter 22, 1 through 4. Now the feast of unleavened bread draw nigh, which is called the Passover. And the chief priests and the scribes sought how they might kill him, for they feared the people. Then entered Satan into Judas, surnamed Ascot, being of the number of the 12, and he went his way and communed with the chief priests and captains, how he might betray him unto them. Going down to 31 and 32. And the Lord said, Simon, Simon, behold, Satan hath desired to have you, and he may shift you as wheat. But I have prayed for thee, that thy faith shall fail not. And when thou art converted, strengthen thy brethren. Let's go to John, and we want chapter 13, we want 26 through 28. Jesus answered, He is to whom I shall give a sop when I have dipped it. And when he had dipped the sod, he gave it to Judas Ascot, the son of Simeon. And after the sod, Satan entered into him. Then said Jesus unto him, That thou doest so quickly. Now no man at the table knew what intent he spoke this unto him. Satan in the coordinates of 4, 5, 6, 7, the accuser, the devil, Satan.